everything, guys, I suppose. So we are back here. So a lot of things happened in these 10 minutes. Let's see what happened. Okay, sorry, she's the black. Okay, so after queen e6 check and rook h8, Yamal played queen g4, so forcing the queen trade, queen takes and queen takes. She took back the knight, then he played rook to b3, protecting this pawn. Adriana just play rook to e2 because the idea is to go in f2, and after that her opponent played rook to f1. She played rook a8, attacking the pawn, and this was the last move played on the board. So we are now waiting for Yamal move. Let's see what happened next. Okay, they played. Okay, okay. Yamal just played rook to b4. Okay, just protecting the pawn in a4. Just try to get a better position of the board, maybe like this. Just to make it bigger, maybe. Okay, that's so much better. Okay. Okay, now that's so much better. Okay, so queen. So rook b4 was played, and yeah, I think this is a draw endgame because generally rooks versus rooks is a draw endgame. Yamal has got one more pawn, but the pawns here are double, the pawns here are double. This is quite weak, so yeah, I think this is just a draw endgame. So let's see what Adriana is about to play. Okay. Okay, so just try to better the position of everything. Okay. Just tell me what What do you think about this position? I think this is a draw ending, guys, so let's see what's going on here. Okay. So what happens? She pushes the pawn in d3 because the idea is I think is want to reach the promotion, and let's see what's going next for white, because I think white now is quite forced to play rook d1. I think that you cannot push immediately d2 because you can play rook f1, then no, you cannot play rook f1. I guess you can play it rook e1, and you cannot take, obviously. After this move you go to promote the queen. Yeah, I think the idea is quite clear for Adriana, because she just wants to reach the promotion. So let's see what's going next for white. Okay. Let's see. What is about to play her opponent. What do you think, guys, about the position right now? Do you think it's a draw? Do you think Adriana could still win? Just let me know. Okay, the opponent played b3. Okay, b3 does not seem a very good move, only why you can push your pawn in d2, and after rook d4, what's going on next? I think you can try to support this pawn by playing rook c8 and trying to going over there and go to promotion. So let's see what could happen next. This is very good for Adriana, because this is, I think, an accuracy for white. So Okay, just try to analyze what's going on next. I think next move is quite easy to play because d2 is quite is quite easy to play. So let's see if she's about to play d2. I think she did it. Yeah, she played d2. Perfect. Very good move for Adriana now. This pawn is becoming really strong. And now ooh, wow, oh, wait, so fast moves. So what happened? After d2, his opponent immediately played rook d4 to stop the pawn, but Adriana brilliantly plays rook c8. That's lead to rook c1. So I think now white is in big troubles because I don't see the way to stop this pawn. I mean, if you push a5, you always have rook c1. A6, you can almost play rook here. A7, you can take with check, you cannot take back, you are forced to play rook g2, rook g1 check, you can go to king f3 for example, check, you can go here, you can take this one, yeah, maybe you can take it, but there is this one, there is this one, then there is this one. To stop the pawn as tracking the checkmate. So Adriana is completely winning here. So rook c8, wonderful move by her. And what happened next? The opponent played e6. Okay, e6. Interesting move. e6 because I think now you can go immediately in c1 with the rook because you just lose the pawn, I think, here, 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 and yeah, this is very bad for black. So rook c1 is not played. You cannot play rook c1 immediately. Let's see if there is something else you can do. For example, rook in e8 because you should try to defend this pawn here. So maybe rook e8 here could be. Yeah, I think yeah, that could be a really good move for Adriana. There is both the rooks attacking this pawn. This one is still hard to lock. Yeah, I think rook e8 is the best move absolutely to play. So let's see if Adriana will play it or not. She did not. She played the rook to c2. Okay, rook to c2. Okay, let's see what happened. What's happened if he plays? He cannot play obviously e7 because you can easily take it, and there is always the problem to stop this pawn. So you cannot play you can play pawn in e7. After that, maybe you can play. You can just try to push a5. What do you have here? Rook a2. Do you have here? I think a6. You can almost play a6. And if you take here, there is e7, and you're forced to take e7 and just lose the pawn, and this is still a draw position. So yeah, there are a lot of moves that are quite tricky for both players, and Adriana now should be brave to not making any type of mistake. So the position now seems a draw position. Black is a little bit better, I think, but Adriana has to think about these 2 pawns too, because they are really strong at the moment. She has got a strong pawn too, but the one at the moment is not so easy to reach. So let's see what is going next. So guys, what do you think about this position? Do you think it's a good position for Adriana? Do you think it's a better position for white? Are you scared of this e6 pawn? What do you think on this position? Okay, now let's see. We are move number 37. White has to play move number 37. And Yamal has got 19 minutes remaining on the clock. Instead, Adriana has got less than 11 minutes. So the time remaining is not so much for both players, but the position seems to be quite difficult to play at the moment. So let's see what white is about to play now. We can just try to analyze other moves, for example g5. I don't know if it's something. The rook cannot go over there because it's forced to protect this d1 square, so you cannot move this rook. Taking the pawn, I don't know if it's a very good idea, because you can simply take in e6, and I think this is not good for white, because this pawn could reach the promotion very easily. So other moves, for example a5, I think is a good move, and yeah, he played it. He played a5. Okay, as we can see, Yamal played a5, and yeah, this is probably the best move for him. Because now Adriana just could try to put her rook in a2, trying to making pressure on this pawn. So this could be a very good idea. I don't know, after b4 something else could change. You can just take yeah, take here, and then you have rook e1, and that's a GG. Because you're forced to lose a rook, so this is absolutely winning for black. Just back at the original position. Adriana took the pawn in e6. Okay. Yamal played b4. Wait, because now I think there is rook e1. Guys, rook e1, I think now is completely winning the game. Let's see. What can you do over here? You cannot do so much, because if you try to push a5, for example, you can put your rook in c1, the other rook in c1, and I think here white is forced to lose a rook. Yeah. This one, no, maybe this one. No, you are under check, so you cannot take, obviously. Yeah, and you can play rook e1. Wow. Guys, I think this is a huge blunder for white. This is before a huge blunder for white, because I think rook e1 completely wins the game at the moment. So I think rook e1 should be the move to play immediately. And wow. And I think that Jamal didn't think much about the move, because I have the feel that he played quite fast. So wow, this could be very interesting and good for Adriana. Let's see if she plays rook e1. Let's see if she plays rook e1. And she did it. Perfect, she did it. Guys, she played rook to e1. And this is, I think, the exclamation point. And this is a boom move. So let's see what's going on the next move for white, but I think now Adriana is completely winning the game. So white here is forced to give her a rook. He played a6, but now, as we said before, there is the tricky move rook to c1, because in this way black is forced to give her a rook, and that's absolutely a GG. So let's see if Adriana sees the move. I hope for. Please do not play rook a2. Just go with rook to c1, please, Adriana, please. Let's see if she will play rook c to c1. This is absolutely outstanding move. And if she plays it, I can say that's a GG, because the position is completely lost here for white, and she played it, guys. She played rook to c1, and this is the perfect move, and I think here white can resign, because there is not so much to do, honestly. Yeah, maybe you can try to take d2, but now you're forced to give a rook over there. Obviously you cannot take immediately because there is the promotion over here, and I think you can try to make a checkmate in some ways. For example, queen e2, and this one, this is a GG. Yeah, outstanding move by Adriana. Fantastic move, rook c2 c1, and I think this could be the end of this game. Obviously white is not allowed to resign immediately, but this is a very, very good move for Adriana. Okay, guys. I think we are in a really, really strong position. Adriana has got 8 minutes, and Kamal now is not in a very good situation, I think. Let's see what is about to play. Let's see if... okay, obviously now the move to play immediately is rook takes f1 check, and the game is over. In fact, she played rook takes f1, king to g2, and this is completely won for black. Now you can make a move like rook f8 to stop the pawn, so there are a lot of moves that you can do. For example, the rook f8, rook a2, you can play rook to b1 attacking this pawn. You can try to play a7, rook takes. No, rook takes, I don't think this is other... no, rook takes no, because first you have to play rook a8, and then maybe you can play this one, rook takes b5, after that you can play g5, takes, king, rook to b7, and after this check, king g8. The game is completely over. So yeah, I think Adriana could easily win this game. Let's see. Okay, she played rook e1. He wants to stop this pawn. Maybe b5 now can be the move, but you have rook f to b1. And I think here there is not so much to do. Yeah, you can play rook takes, you can play rook a2 check, king h3, or no, king h3 is mate, so you're forced to play f3, check, king e4, after rook e5. There is not so much to do. H takes, you can go here, takes, check, go here, rook here, and maybe you can play rook b3 attacking the pawn. Yeah, I mean, there are some moves that is possible to play. Yeah, it's still possible to play, but the position here is completely won for black. The position here is completely won for black. Let's see. Let's see what's going on next. We're so happy in this position right now. We are all happy. What do you think, guys? How many moves our opponent is about to play before the resignation? Because I think this is our resignation game. So Adriana is now in complete control of the game. Let's see, guys. Yeah, I mean, now for white, there are after rook takes d5, you can play a move like rook to f8. I think is still quite good. Okay. What happened? Okay. I just played rook takes d5 and you can just go back f8. Okay, maybe you can push in b5, rook e5, a5, sorry, after a7 you can take, and yeah, there is
Secondo te quegli sponsori che ha comprato?
Dove sono gli sponsori?
Così si
Ma di qua o
vede.
di là?
Ma certo c'è ancora.
Fammi vedere.
and this is outstanding move.
Sono gli sponsori.
Quelli TV che sono stati cambiati da questi Stati Bassi.
Ma qual è la domanda?
Quei pochi di fa.
Okay, so just back to the original
Ti pare una cosa
position.
particolare? Sì. Io ho comprato lo stesso. Per gli alimenti.
He played b5. I think Adriana could easily play rook a5, and I don't see a lot here for white. I mean, I don't see a lot here for white. What do you think, guys? What do you think about Adriana's position? Just let me know here in the chat, guys, what do you think? seems that Adriana wants to move, and she played the rook a5, as we said. So after rook a5, I think this is a game over. I don't see any move that could save white from here. Even what did he play? I think he played okay, rook d8 check, king h7, easy, and yeah, maybe you can play rook b8. I think maybe you can play rook b8 now. Yeah, rook b8 has been played, but you always have you almost have the tricky move. I think you can almost do this one. Take, yeah, take, and yeah, you can almost play rook takes a6. So this is quite interesting. But she preferred to take with the other rook. So yeah, and that's it. Adriana won. Okay, so let's try to review a little bit faster the game. The game finished after 45 moves and 3 hours and a half of game. So just try to see a little bit fast the moves. So e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, the Italian game, bishop c5, castle, knight f6, d3, and d6, the classical variation of the gioco pianissimo. Rook to e1, h6, c6, a6, a4, bishop to a7, and knight bd2. After that, Adriana castle, knight back to f1, bishop e6, bishop takes e6, and f takes e6. Bishop e3 asking for a bishop trade, Adriana accepted it, bishop takes, and the rook takes back. Knight to g4 attacking the rook, rook back to e2, queen d7, and h3 attacking the knight. Obviously the knight goes back in f6, knight g3, and queen f7, doubling the strong pieces. d4, e takes d4, c takes d4, and knight h5, asking for knight trades. Yamal accepted it, knight takes, and obviously queen takes back, rook e3, and the rook to f4. Rook c1, rook a f8, doubling the rook and be more aggressive on the file, on the f file. Queen b3 on x-ray attacks on the king, and queen g6 back to protect the pawn in e6. Queen b7 was an accuracy for white, because Adriana saw the great move knight takes d4. Knight takes d4 and rook takes f2. And now this file is completely open for black. E5 was a mistake because there is the great move d5 and the queen is locked. G3 was forced to defend by the checkmate. Queen h5 was inaccuracy for black. And white obviously played queen takes a6. c5 was the only move that Adriana could play. e6 check, queen takes e6 check, king h8, and queen g4 asking for a queen trade. Queen takes, h takes, and Adriana takes back the knight with c takes d4. Okay, Adriana should join us immediately. So let's see if Adriana will reach now. Okay, so just try. Okay, just give me 2 seconds and I will be back. Okay, as I don't say, Adriana will be here in some minutes, so we can try to finish the review of the game. Then Adriana played rook to e2. I think the idea was to go in f2 with the other rook. Rook f1, she declined the change, and rook e8 was played. So Jamal played rook b4, protecting the pawn and attacking this one, but Adriana just pushed in d3. Before was another inaccuracy for white, because Adriana has the great move d2, and here comes another mistake for white, because here you have rook c8. That is a very, very strong move, because you're going to c1 after rook e1. He played e6, rook c2 was inaccuracy for Adriana. Jamal pushed e5, was the best move. Adriana just took the pawn in e6, and here it comes the move that probably define the game. So Adriana just text me. She should be here in few time. Okay, so okay.
Hello?
Hello? Okay, I can hear you.
Okay,
Okay.
can you make sure everybody hears me?
Wait.
Because I think you added the microphones on your OBS.
Yeah.
So make sure when I talk in OBS you see the bar, like the bar is moving when I talk.
Yes, it's moving.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to go to Twitch so I can read the comments.
Okay.
I assume there was like many people at some moment because we were on Chess TV.
Yes, there were like 800 people, but we had some technical issues with OBS because for the first 45 minutes I didn't have any type of problem, but after that OBS was keep disconnecting. So I was
Oh,
always reconnecting on the direct, but every 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes was keep disconnecting.
oh, I
So
see. I
so
see. I see. I see.
so the final I did like 35 minutes with no problem, but before the last three moves it disconnected once again, and I should
Okay. Okay.
reconnect it for the last 15 minutes once again. so,
Okay. So
so
yeah, what a
uh,
crazy game!
yeah,
What a
yeah.
blunder when I play Queen H5.
Queen H5. That is quite funny because in that moment, a user on the Twitch chat said, "What about playing Queen H5?" I said, "I think it's not a very good move because both the rooks were very very good in the F file, and the queen on the risk raise attack on the king was perfect. So I would immediately play C5 instead of Queen H5." But yeah. C5
Yeah.
later was a tricky move because he couldn't move back the knight, so was quite good by the way.
Okay. Okay, Andreas. I think we should disconnect now.
Okay, okay.
Thank you very much. I really
No
appreciate your help.
problem, no problem, no problem.
And yeah, thank you very much, and thank you to all the people that has been following the
Thank you.
tournament since the beginning. Like literally, wait a second. I need to put my phone so they can see me, but I'm literally in the
Yes.
streets. But anyways, thanks everybody. You're the best. Like there were many people supporting the run after
Yes.
round. Like so, this